お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Once upon a time, my grandfather, Alfred Patchy Sandy, walked into the Adelaide Hotel. Somebody grabbed him around the neck, like this, pulled him into a corner. Another man came up in front of him and started punching him and beat him to death. A lady that was in that pub who was non-Indigenous witnessed that. And she saw my grandfather kicking his feet out the front of him, grasping for his breath of life. When those legs weren't kicking anymore, the lady realized my grandfather had passed. When those two men escorted my grandfather to the door, they just threw him out onto the footpath and left him there for dead, like a rag doll. No justice has been sought for my grandfather, Alfred Patchy Sandy. Alfred Patchy Sandy!
Well, right now we're going to send out a signal of war. This is the haka. Me and my brothers are from Aotearoa. We are Māori. We know the pain. We know the destruction. We know the colonization, the land confiscation, the pain that has been bred. But there's one thing I know, it's this. We have to launch from a position of purpose, not pain. Right now, we are the custodians. I want to honour our Aboriginal Torres Strait brothers and sisters today. I want to honour every Indigenous culture, every black culture that is here today. But right now, it's time for us to rise. We've been called for such a time as this. I can't live in the pit when the palace is calling my name. So right now, into the atmosphere spiritually, we're going to send a declaration that's going to shatter chains of generational curse and destruction. And the power and the blood of Christ is going to bring healing. It's going to uplift you. It's going to disseminate power and strength into your life. So brothers and sisters, I want you to say one thing. This word sums up the stand and what we call a stand or a march in our culture. It's this one word. Tu tangata. Say this word after me. Tu tangata. One more time. Tu tangata. Oh, it's a move.
Mama Mavis, oh mama, they try my patience. It's gone, who is left to save us? We mourn, I'm praying for my neighbors. They say the devil's at work and is calling favors. You say I'm dangerous, I speak for the nameless. I fly with the vultures, I be with them bangers. If change don't come, then the change won't come. If the bands make them dance, then the rain gon' come.
Am I passing up to the light? Looking to the eye. The world is out of your hands. You got to down if you want to live. Change from the past. You best be ready for it. Something out the country. To change is progress. It's a shifting time.
Look into my eyes, mama, tell me what you see. Tell me there's a chance for me to make it out the streets. Tell me that I won't die at the hands of the police. Promise me I won't outlive my nephew and my niece. Promise me my pastor isn't lying as he preach. Tell me that they'll listen if it's lessons that I teach. Tell me there's a heaven in the sky where there is peace. But until then I keep my peace in arms.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the second part of the video. Unfortunately, there is no audio to this protest march that I'm showing you right now, so you're going to listen to me instead, so bear with me here. While remembering as well as rewatching these footages I captured throughout the entire day, supporting the Black Lives Matter campaign in person, it's been a
Today, Junior?
Been a fun and hectic weekend. This been my first protest rally I've attended to, and it was a cool experience and a privilege to witness such emotion and solidarity from the crowd around me, including these magnificent speakers who spoke on that day, speaking the truth with a lot of things that we're addressing. Yeah, I definitely was impressed. I made a few interesting friends along the way. And again, it was an awesome experience to be part of a movement that wants to change people's ways of thinking, rising for a better equality, fighting for injustice. So yeah, and again, I had the privilege to capture and share you guys the incredible stories that were told by both Indigenous and speakers from different nationalities from all walks of life that spoke merely a fraction of their reality, what they've been through either themselves and or their family members that had to go through these cruel times in their lives. So what's happening right now? What happened in the footage was we basically marched from King George Square, which is in front of Queen Street Mall. There's that area. There's just a lot of fucking shopping malls, fast foods, tattoo parlors, you name it. Where I got my ears pierced over there. So that was the area, and we walked through also Victoria Bridge. Yeah, it's not a long bridge, but I could see the fucking Ferris wheel over there. We stopped at Cultural Centre, which is between the South Bank Theatre and a building that holds an art gallery and a museum, which I used to spend my time there as a kid as well. Happy days. Okay, and we managed to walk all the way through the South Brisbane station without any hassle. So we walked quite a while till we got to South Banks Police Station, as I believe. I believe they were trying to get the police commissioner to come out of his office for some reason. I didn't understood the motive behind it, but I was grateful enough to come along anyway. It was really funny because the commissioner didn't even come out. And I don't think there weren't any officers inside the police station. I don't know, they all scattered somewhere, fuck knows. I guess they're just blocking off the roads due to the rally. But yeah, I lost track of time also, but I think we marched around for like 3 hours. Fucking 3 hours. Fuck, that was hectic. Anyways, there was posters, billboards, all those messages chanting through the streets of Brisbane. Yeah, it was so glad to be there. It was worth it. I believe we also attracted attention towards the news team, which is no surprise there. I think we had ABC, Channel 7, 9, and Channel 10 Network, fuck all those news team, and it was pretty obvious because we seen a fucking helicopter swooping between buildings. There was no, yeah, it was too fucking obvious. As the backstory to all these events all began from a controversial death of a middle-aged black man named George Floyd. He was murdered in Minneapolis, Minnesota in the US last month during an arrest by police officers. He was arrested for allegedly using a counterfeit bill, but a white police officer placed his knees on Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes. It's a lot of fucking time. 9 fucking minutes. But while Floyd was handcuffed and lying face down, now the second and third officer further restrained Floyd while a fourth officer preventing bystanders from intervening. During those last 3 minutes, Floyd was motionless and had no pulse, so he was dead. This caused a lot of attention to a lot of black communities, not just in the US, but the whole world. And I heard the UK has been doing a lot of protests recently too, and that's good, because Floyd's death isn't just a tribute to him, but this has also turned into a signified Black Lives Movement. As you can see for yourself, this triggered demonstrations and protests in cities around the globe. Despite COVID-19's warnings, of course. But we need to talk about these issues. We need to address these issues to prevent police brutality and go against the lack of police accountability. But as I'm aware, some protests continue to stay peaceful, and for some in America, became a little extreme. But worth noting, I believe it's the right thing to take a united stand as we were going strong in the wake of George Floyd's death. And it's good. No, it's good, because it's good that we need to call out for a systematic change to prevent deaths in the black community, especially preventing deaths from the hands of police, but also confront racism with our own governments. Because one of the many things I won't tolerate is bigotry. Oh yes, these speakers definitely addressed a powerful statement throughout the crowd. I mean, as I know, I was left with an open heart and an open mind. I think we all did in that video because we have to get to know each other, respect each other. We all have to work together one way or another to achieve things. We all in one big fucking boat lost in sea. And we will eventually be stranded and lost if we don't start to get our shit together. I'm just saying we share one fucking planet. Let's work something out. We are humanity after all. There's only one race here, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the human race. I guess to wrap things up, all I could say is rest in peace, George Floyd, and for those that were unfortunate to become victims by hands of police brutality and cruel injustice. Also, before I go, we got to be aware of our own inner self-prejudices and educate ourselves for better understanding and become more accepting of each other because we are many, but we still one of the same. This will be it for this week. Please make sure to subscribe to be notified for new videos. Take it easy, guys, and remember, Black Lives Matter. Stay out of trouble. Peace out.